giving you an opportunity to get the full story from the people who tell it best. This is Mediacom Newsleaders.
I am James Mauser, and it is December, and as we head throughout the month, many organizations are looking for help, in a way, to help the community, and that's the Salvation Army. Jack Holloway is here today with us. Hello, Jack. Welcome back.
Thank you.
And happy holidays to you.
You too. Good to be here.
Area Business Administrator for the Salvation Army.
Correct.
Yeah, the busy month is December. At least that's what we see.
Yeah.
So what's another busy time that we don't normally catch for the Salvation Army?
Well, the Salvation Army is around 365 days a year. We're just here all the time. Christmas is the big part because it's a lot of our fundraising and some of the Christmas activities, but we are heavily involved in the sheltering in the community with Harbor House. Part of that is that we're the only shelter in the community that serves men, women, and families. Children are there. Other shelters in the community have very specialized individuals that they serve, but that's what we do. That's around all of the time. Social services, the things that we're most known for, supporting people when they're struggling, whether it's with food or needing other assistance, they can come to us.
And that's all year long.
That's all year round.
And it doesn't stop in December.
No.
So in December, on top of all of that, then you've got this big rush for the holidays.
Right.
To get what you need. You've got a campaign going on right now, right?
Right. The goal for the Christmas season this year is $408,000. And we raised that primarily in a 6 to 8 week period. It's through what we call mail appeal, white mail, which is something people simply write a check and get that to us, and Christmas kettles. When you see those kettles at all the various retail locations in the community, that goes to help support the things that we do. And that honestly is a significant part of funding for the shelter.
If people want to help, they can.
They can.
It's not too late, even though we are in December, right?
No, right now and any time, we have opportunities for organizations, businesses, families, individuals who would like to ring. They can contact us. And I register to ring.org. I'm sorry, .com. I had to make sure I got that correctly.
Register to ring.com.
Right. And it's just simply going into the site. You can pick a site, you can pick a time, and we work on that. We have an individual at our office, Lori Benson, who coordinates a lot of those types of things with volunteers. This year has been kind of fun. We have a whole lot of the Greek community from Mizzou that's helping. A lot of other organizations and individuals that are starting to help us. It's a very busy time.
It's not the same when the kettle's sitting there by itself, is it?
Not exactly. It's great to have somebody there. An individual can come and ring for an hour, 2 hours, blocks of time, just depending on what they want to do or can do. It's great.
So register to ring.com.
Correct.
All right. You've also got the Angel Tree that's been happening. It's probably too late to be part of that this year, isn't it?
The applications have already been taken for that, but we have started putting everything together in terms of the donations. People that, if they want to give to that particular project, children's clothing in particular is always a great thing, toys. They can contact Major Holloway at our office on Ash Street to get information on doing that, but businesses are adopting people, and it's a great project, a great part of our Christmas program.
And even though you might not have a family or a person lined up, again, the donations are very welcome.
They are, very much so.
Okay, so keep that in mind too as we head throughout the month. We were talking before the segment, and we have to talk about this again in a future segment, but big plans for the Harbor House coming?
Yeah, we are working on doing a major repair, renovation of the building. We're really just pushing the project through. We now, within our organization, we've gotten a lot of the approvals done. It's actually now with an architect to do some, in fact, this week I had a conversation with them. They're working on the schematics so that we can look at the project, see what we want to do to work with it, and we're hoping by next spring sometime to be able to start that part of the project.
Okay. Well, we want you to come back and talk some more about that so we can keep the viewers updated as to what is happening and how they can help.
Right. That would be great.
And we also talked about a future canteen. Is that
the fancy title is a canteen, but we have been designated by the Salvation Army territorially, 11 central states, to receive what we call an emergency disaster vehicle. But it's a canteen. That's kind of the low-tech name for this machine.
Yeah.
But it's a truck that will allow us to provide food and support to first responders and individuals that may be hurt in a disaster. We were very involved in the recent tornado and flooding in Jefferson City, and we pulled those vehicles from Sedalia, St. Louis, a couple of the Salvation Army centers there. But the decision's been made to bring one to this community for us to utilize. What's great about that is that the intent is that right now, obviously, it's Columbia and Jefferson City, but if a disaster occurs in Kansas, Arkansas, Oklahoma, as examples, the Salvation Army can pull that vehicle to help support our efforts in those areas.
Yeah, good. So we've got things to talk about here in the future.
In the future.
We're out of time.
We're
right
working
now.
on it.
Jack Holloway, thank you so much with the Salvation Army. Happy holidays again.
You too.
I'll
Merry
see you
Christmas.
then come 2020.
You will.